Fourth meditation. Before you begin, take 3 deep and cleansing breaths. Each of these breaths should be taken in through the nose and out through the mouth. Get comfortable in your space, laying down, sitting up, however you prefer. Allow your arms to rest gently at your sides, releasing all tension from your shoulders. Close your eyes and continue to breathe in a slow and comfortable pace. Bring your awareness to the center of your chest, into your heart center. Listen closely to the rhythm of your own heartbeat. As you feel this rhythmic pulse of your own heart beating, begin to visualize yourself standing in the center of a large field. Feel the sun warm on your face and the cool grass beneath your feet. You can hear the soft song of birds in the distance, and smell the scent of flowers on the gentle breezes flowing over your skin. In this time and in this space, it is always summer, a time of abundance and joy. As you look around you, you notice that you are surrounded on all sides by dense forest. The tree line of this forest is so thick and so dense that you have trouble finding a way to see through the edge of the trees. As you study this landscape, off in the east, the direction of new beginnings, you see a small opening in the tree line. This small opening is filled with brambles, and you know that in order to enter you will have to crawl. Begin to make your way to this opening, feeling the earth beneath your feet. You bend down and begin to crawl inside this opening. By crawling into this opening you initiate a returning to Mother, a rebirth. Once you have passed through this opening, you realize that you can now stand tall and free inside the welcoming arms of the trees that surround you. Within the walls of the forest, the air is cool and moist. Before you move on, stand still, enjoy and welcome this feeling of cool moisture as it wafts over your body. Overhead the song of birds is even louder than before, and the smells of fresh and fertile earth fill your nostrils. Before you is a path well worn with years of travel. This path steadily inclines to the top of the hill. As you begin to walk this path, feel the feeling of the earth beneath your feet. Just before you reach the crest of the hill you notice the smells and sounds of running water. When you finally reach the summit of the hill, you see a beautiful waterfall spilling into a small pool. Within this pool sits a tiny island, with a small stone bridge that leads from the land to the island. Growing from the center of this island is the largest tree you've ever seen. This tree is so tall, that you are unable to see its top. Its trunk is so large, you wonder how this tiny island could support such a massive tree. The tree appears to glow with its own luminous light, and its leaves tinkle with the sounds of tiny wind chimes in the breeze. Begin to make your way from the top of the hill down the path and across the bridge. After you cross the bridge, reach out with your hands and touch the surface of the tree. Feel the texture of the bark, and the warm energy that pulsates through the tree, matching your own rhythmic heartbeat. Take a moment to be with this tree, and to connect to its energy. When you feel ready to move on, walk to the other side of the tree and look down. When you have reached the other side of the tree, and you gaze down towards its roots, you notice another small opening just large enough for you to crawl inside. When you feel ready, Crawl inside this opening and realize that you have room to stand tall within the tree. When your eyes adjust to the darkness inside the tree, you begin to recognize your perfect ideal of a grand entrance. Within this room are two features. The first, in the center of the room, is a spiral staircase leading both up and down. The second is the door to your ritual room. First, make your way to your ritual room. As you approach, the door opens to greet you, but as you step across the threshold, your garb is changed from what you were wearing to a simple pure white tunic. All things that you carried with you are now neatly stacked within your ritual room. Without fear, you exit the room, the door closing soundly behind you. Will yourself down into the fountain room. Feel the pull of your next journey calling you to this place. When you appear before your fountain, take hold of your cup, and drink deeply of the waters of Mother Earth. Feel that coolness on your tongue. As you finish your fill of these life-giving waters, your gaze is drawn up to a massive set of double doors. Solid old wood and silver embellishments stand before you. Soon, a blue light begins to form at the cracks around the door, and the large impenetrable lock unlatches itself. You hear a voice that asks you sit upon your throne. You set an intention as the doors open. I intend and am grateful that I am about to journey out of my own realm and into the realm of another. I may only enter this space with the permission of the guides, guardians, and higher self of this being. I may only observe and never disturb what I find, for my highest good and the highest good of all concerned, and so it is. With your intention set, the doors finish creaking to their fully opened position. You see before you, just beyond the gate, what appears to be a tunnel of flowing energy. Rings of blue and purple flashing quickly down the walls of this tunnel. As you approach, you place just a hand inside the tunnel and watch as it becomes light particles flowing on the tunnel pathway. When you pull your hand back, the particles once again coalesce into your hand. Feeling safe and confident, you step fully through the gateway, and the bliss of moving at the speed of light as the particles that are your consciousness move swiftly to the gateway of another. Soon, your speed begins to slow as you approach the gateway. Just as you reach a full stop in motion, the other gate opens wide to allow you entry. You step through into the fountain room of another. Take your time exploring and observing their room. When you feel that you have explored it as fully as you possibly can, step back into the gate, floating effortlessly back into your own fountain room. As you arrive, your gate closes firmly behind you and the lock latches tight. None may enter here without your permission, and you may not enter without the permission of another. Your attention is immediately drawn to a loud rumbling of voices in the distance, and you instinctively know that you are being summoned to your throne room. Before you begin to climb to the stairs, call out one last time for a final clearing of all that no longer serves you. See these old patterns falling around you as dead wood, but instead of vanishing, notice that this time a group of nature spirits are quickly gathering these limbs and bundling them for you, carrying away the bundles. When the last of the bundles has been cleared, you move toward the staircase. Make your way up, further and further up until you reach the gilded doors of your throne room. As you near the doors, they swing wide, again overpowering you with the power and love of the golden white light. As your eyes adjust to the light, you notice that all of the heavenly host that guides you, angels, guides, higher self, and all other beings of light and love are gathered. They cheer as you enter the room. The crowd begins to part, and you notice that for this moment, your throne is gone, and has been replaced by a small rainbow-colored flame. As you watch, each of your guides places a familiar bundle of dead limbs into the flames. With each bundle, the flames grow larger and stronger. Soon, there is only one bundle left, and they hand it to you. As you approach the flames, you are told that you are not just to cast this bundle in, but carry it with you as you yourself enter the flames. Without fear, you step fully into the flames, noticing that you feel no heat, only love, yet the bundle you carry is consumed instantly. You are bathed in forgiveness, love, and compassion. Any remaining bits that no longer serve you washed away in the dancing rainbow column of flames. When all that is no longer serving you has been consumed, a great roar of cheering and applause fill the room, and you see through the dying flames that your guides are showering you with praise and joy. Sadly, they cannot remain here for long, and soon, each one takes a moment to embrace you, share whatever wisdom they choose with you, and